because if something was meant for you to have in that moment, you would have it. And just because it doesn't happen in that moment doesn't mean that it will never happen. It just means like not right now most of the time. And if it never does happen, you have to be okay and accept that possibility that it will never happen in that moment, because what's not okay is giving up and never figuring out what that thing is that will take you there. Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get real answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. My name is Aquia Robinson, and I'm a makeup artist, beauty educator, and the creator of Friends in Beauty. I created Friends in Beauty to support like-minded creatives just like you on their quest to connect, network, and build genuine relationships within the beauty community. Join me every week as me and my special guests reveal the keys to success and longevity in the beauty industry, and most importantly, have fun while doing it. You ready? Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here with me, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. If you are a friend in beauty, I welcome you to join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community. If you're looking for a community of like-minded, ambitious friends in beauty to virtually connect with, network, and share resources, then click the link down below in the show description to join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community, and I'll be there to welcome you with open arms. Also, follow Friends in Beauty on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty. What I like to do is something called the Friends in Beauty Friday feature, where every Friday I spotlight a different friend in beauty and their accomplishments. So no matter how big or small you think it is, I want to shout you out. I want to send you some good vibes. So all you have to do is use the hashtag FIB Friday feature and tag Friends in Beauty on something that you have accomplished, and I'll share it with the community. Additionally, the Friends in Beauty podcast is available on several platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google, YouTube, you name it, we are there. And wherever you are listening from, I just want to say thank you and just express my gratitude for you taking the time out of your day, your schedule to listen and tune into the Friends of Beauty podcast. And I would love it even further if you took the time to leave a 5-star rating or review, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment, do something to let me know what you think about the Friends of Beauty podcast. I would really, really appreciate that. Also, join the mailing list tribe. The Friends in Beauty mailing list tribe receives all types of resources throughout the week. They are the first to know about all things Friends in Beauty, okay? So if that's something that you are interested in, the link for that would be down in the description as well. And the last and the most important thing is to share the Friends in Beauty podcast with your other friends in beauty, your family, your friends, anybody that you think could benefit from the information that is being shared. Share away to help me grow the Friends in Beauty community. Now, on this episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast, I want to have a real conversation with you about success, my ideas around success that have recently come up. And as your best friend in beauty, I think it's my duty, to keep it real with you and have open conversations around not only the good things that happen in my life and in my business, but also the things that aren't so pretty and that most people won't want to share on, their highlight reel, so to say. So I've come to this realization a while ago that I'm about to share with you. And oftentimes it seems like I need to be reminded of this. And the realization that I have come to and that I'm sharing with you today is that your path to success is not what you think it is. And that's okay. It really is okay. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So I was recently reminded of this fact that, my path to success is not what I think it is, because I recently experienced some disappointment in my life and my business. So long story short, I applied to be a part of the Sephora squad. And as a part of the application process, people have to submit testimonials and people just share all of these experiences about you, which I loved. I received so many amazing testimonials that just lit me up and just opened my eyes to really see like the impact that I have on people and what people think about me and how I make people feel, which is very I don't know the word for it right now. It's very rewarding though. It's more than rewarding to know that you know impact people's lives in such a way. The testimonials were beautiful. Thank you so much to everybody who left me a testimonial, just sent well wishes and everything like that. But I applied to the Sephora Squad. I felt really, really good about the outcome. Like I felt so confident in it. And lately I find myself stepping more outside of my comfort zone and doing certain things or applying to certain programs that I probably would not have normally like done a few years ago. I definitely see the growth within myself and I'm so proud of myself for that. So, but I felt really, really good about the outcome. So they announced the finalists yesterday and your girl was not chosen. I was not one of the finalists. And initially I shrugged it off like, okay, you know, that's fine. I'm not a finalist, you know, either I was or I was either I was going to be a finalist or I wasn't. And I knew that, you know, the fact that I wasn't is a possibility, but I, you know, tried to remain or I did remain positive throughout the whole process and everything like that. But yeah, I initially shrugged it off, but as I thought deeper, I started to experience a lot of different emotions. And I had to realize that's also okay too. So, first of all, when I got the text saying that the finalists were up, I was driving and my stomach instantly like went into a knot. Like, oh my God. And my breathing became kind of shallow. I was like really nervous and anxious to see. So I'm like scrolling as I'm driving. Please don't do that. But you know, I was anxious to know. So I'm scrolling through all of these people who were chosen. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't see my picture. I didn't get chosen. So I was like, okay, you know, it's all right. But then, like I said, as I started thinking more about it, I started to experience some sadness. I definitely had some tears. I ain't gonna lie because I gotta keep it real with you because people have this perception of me a lot of times or just people who you know you may admire in the beauty industry like we don't experience certain emotions and disappointment, but I was definitely sad. I had some disappointment. I was also happy too because as I was scrolling I did see two people at least that I recognized. So shout out to the Island Boy and shout out to Victoria Vic Styles for, you know, becoming a finalist. So happy for them. So I was happy, like, okay, cool. Like at least two people that I know was a finalist. Okay. And then it also turned into confusion. Like, dang, well, why didn't they choose me? I feel like I have a lot going for myself. I feel like my brand, you know, looks a certain way. I feel like my impact with people, you know, is really good. I got friends in beauty going. I'm trying to make an impact in my community and everything like that. So, you know, the confusion, you know, starts to settle in. We're like, why didn't they choose me? Because, of course, they don't tell you why. Of course, there are probably millions of people who apply for this thing. And as they said in the email that they sent, you know, they appreciate everybody applying. They can't choose everybody. So I was just, you know, just having to be one of the people that did get chosen. It is, that's just what it is. A lot of times. And then it started to have, you know, these feelings of inadequacy. Like, you know, am I doing enough? Like, am I not doing what I'm supposed to? Like, you know, just all of these feelings and emotions started to just run through my mind and my body. And then I was reminded again, because I'm always having to be reminded of this, and I'm sure you might feel the same way. I was reminded again, you know, as I was going through all of these emotions, that my path to success is not what I think it is. And I have to be okay with that if I'm going to continue to push forward in my business. And I say that to say because we all have these things that we want to do. We all have these things that we think will look good on our resumes and everything. Because I'm like, that Sephora Squad would be a good opportunity for me. Just everything that they do as far as the partnerships that people get with brands and the way that they help you with your content creation and help you with your business and all of this stuff. I'm like, that this I felt like this would have been a great opportunity for me as far as personally and for my business. But like I said, it's not what you think it is, and you have to be okay with that if you're going to continue to push forward. I'm still at the time of this recording, still a little, salty. Okay, I'm still a little salty that I wasn't chosen, but I'm also okay with it, because this might not just be this opportunity might not be it for me, and it's like we never really know 100%, what that is, and we have to continue to push forward until we figure that out. So one of my favorite entrepreneurs and podcasters, his name is David Shands, and he is the host of the Social Proof podcast, and he said something the other day. I was listening to an episode that really resonated with me, and he said it's okay not to know your purpose in life. Was not okay is not trying to find out. And I'm like, ooh, that really hit heavy for me, because I feel like a lot of us, we're chasing our purpose, or we're trying to figure out what our purpose is and everything, and a lot of us don't know, and if we don't know, we kind of feel bad for it. So he says it's okay to not know your purpose in life. It's okay not to know what that is, but what's not okay is not trying to find out. And I want to say the same thing and kind of put a different spin on it and say it's okay to not know what your path to success is. What's not okay is not trying to find out. And I say that to say to just try to be encouraging, because we all experience setbacks, we all experience disappointments, we all experience, you know, going, putting ourselves out there and kind of being let down. And I know a lot of people would kind of see that as like a see, I told you so to yourself, like a see, you shouldn't have put yourself out there. See, you shouldn't have put, you shouldn't apply for that. You knew you wasn't going to get it anyway. That kind of self-talk. And that's not okay. That's definitely not okay. You don't want to give up. When something doesn't happen for you, don't you just love it when people say, something's better, like something better is coming or something bigger is coming? I mean, like, it's not necessarily what you want to hear in that moment, but it is the truth, because if something was meant for you to have in that moment, you would have it. And just because it doesn't happen in that moment doesn't mean that it will never happen. It doesn't mean that it will never happen. It just means like not right now most of the time. And if it never does happen, you have to be okay and accept that possibility that it will never happen in that moment, because what's not okay is giving up and never figuring out what that thing is that will take you there. And then for me, when I thought about it even more, the scary part is, wow, like if something better is coming, if something bigger than this is coming, like I better get ready. That's also the scary part, because for a lot of people, I'm thinking like Sephora Squad is a big opportunity. So if something bigger than Sephora Squad is coming, then I better get my stuff together so that I could be ready and I could be in line and chosen for that. I was discussing with my boyfriend and some of my friends, when I found out that I wasn't chosen. And I kind of had this thought, and since you're my friends in beauty, I can talk to you too. I kind of had this thought, this kind of epiphany too, that I feel like a lot of my journey in life and my journey surrounding my business really has nothing to do with me. And I don't say that to like make like the people that are in my life, I don't say that to make them feel like they don't have an impact in my life at all, because they do. But what I mean to say by that is, like, a lot of the times when I find myself maybe doing things that are for the benefit of myself per se, I feel like, this is just me personally, just expressing my feelings, I feel like it doesn't really work out for me when I'm trying to do things that benefit me. I'm trying to, talk through it and work through my words and choose them wisely. But I feel like when it benefits the collective, when it benefits other people, that's when things really look up for me and things tend to work out. And I told my, I told my boyfriend, I told my friend, yesterday, And even when you're, going throughout business, you'll realize like when you're able to solve a problem for somebody, that's when you start to make money. A lot of business people will tell you this, entrepreneurs, people who have programs, coaching programs, courses, all of this stuff. Whenever you're able to solve a problem for a big group of people, that's when you start to make money. And I had this realization of like really feeling like this life is not really mine for real. It's not really mine. And I don't really think your life is yours either, the way that you may think that it is. Because I told my boyfriend and my friend, I said, imagine when you pass away, or when you go to funerals and all that stuff, do they ever talk about all the things that you did for yourself? Do they? They always talk about what this person did for everybody else. They always talk about the impact that they had, some of their achievements and how that person really changed people's lives or impacted them and how they made them feel. So, just trying to refocus everything. I know that I'm doing that with friends in beauty and everything like that. But sometimes it just doesn't feel like it's being received the way that I want it to be received and the way that I want it to feel and the way that I want it to look like. And I have to constantly be reminded of this fact that my path to success is not what I think it is. And that's okay. I just have to continue to ride the wave until something really resonates with me and really hits, because a large part of my journey is just trying to make everything make sense for me. I feel like when you put yourself in a position of authority, or in a position where people kind of look to you for answers or look to you as an example, I always get people telling me like, oh, it looks like you're doing good, your business is popping, you're doing X, Y, and Z. And like, yes, while I am doing all of these things, I somehow still don't feel like it's enough. I somehow still don't feel like the lifestyle that I live doesn't match up to people's perception of me, because I know the real of like what everything looks like. So a large part of my journey is just trying to catch up to everybody's perception of me and to like the perception of how I want my life to look. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, just know that your path to success is not what you think it is. You may have this whole thing planned out, and when you experience roadblocks and everything like that, just look at that as, the universe, God, spirit, whatever you believe in. Just look at it as them trying to redirect you and refocus you. Don't look at it as a setback or a disappointment. Definitely allow yourself to feel those feelings, like all of those emotions that I named. Definitely allow yourself to feel those things, because you are a human being and that's just natural. But don't sit there for too long. Like I said, I'm still salty, but I'm not harboring on those feelings of not being selected. It's a little disappointing. It's just a little disappointing because it's something that I really, really wanted for myself at this moment, but I have to be okay and realize that maybe that's not going to happen in this moment. Maybe if I apply again, it'll happen, or if it doesn't happen, maybe that's just not a part of the grand plan. I like that. The grand plan for everything. So it's just about perspective a lot of times, and how you perceive things and how you interpret things, and everything doesn't have to be the end all be all. All right. So I hope that this episode was helpful to someone. Just know that you are not alone with the challenges and the feelings that you have. We all experience them. And I just wanted to be real and share, how I'm feeling at the moment, because everything is not all sunshine and happiness over here all the time. But I think I do a good job of just trying to make it make sense. And then, like, I have a mission. I'm on a mission to, for how I want my life to be and how I want to impact people. So I can't allow something like Sephora Squad to to keep me from moving forward on my mission. So I allow myself to feel those emotions and everything. And now I am pressing on. And who knows that, the fact that I didn't get in might have been the reason why, I created this episode. And this episode, I know for sure is definitely going to resonate with somebody. So it's definitely a reason for everything. All right. So hope this episode was helpful. Please leave me some feedback. I would love to know if you are feeling the same way, if you've experienced this quite often. Like, let's keep it real with each other. Let's stop faking like everything is just, glowy skin and serums and good lighting and filters, and let's take the filters off and let's have some real conversations about this stuff. If there's any other topics that you want me to touch on, I am more than happy to do that. And yeah, let's have a conversation about it. Leave a comment on the designated post for this on Instagram at Friends in Beauty. Leave a comment on the designated post for this episode, and let's talk about it. Let's work through these feelings and these emotions together, because we're all in this together. We're all experiencing something on a daily basis. I just don't want it to hold you back from moving forward, because your path to success is not what you think it is, but everything is going to be okay. And just know that it's okay to let everything unfold the way it's supposed to. All right, I will talk to you in another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. Bye. Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this episode with at least one friend in beauty, and subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts so that other friends in beauty can find this show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, #Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.